On behalf of 24houranswers.com, I welcome you to today's lesson. In this video, we're going to look at logarithmic differentiation, and this is video number 1 where we will focus on this example. In a future video, we will look at this one because they are two different functions here. We have sine of x plus 2. All of this is in our exponent, whereas over here sine of x is the only piece in our exponent there. So this will lead to two different derivatives, and if you're not careful, you can get confused on how you apply the properties of logarithms and then proceeding onward to differentiation. So with this first example, to find y prime, that's our instructions here. Notice we have an x in our base, and then we have some exponent that also has an x in it. That is a big hint to use logarithmic differentiation. So therefore, let's go ahead and take the natural log of both sides. We have natural log of y is equal to the natural log of x to the sine of x plus 2. Again, because all of that is in our exponent. Applying our properties of natural logs, and once you do enough of these, it'll become secondhand. But we can take this entire exponent that x is raised to, and we can move it down in front of this natural log, and we're creating a product over here. So therefore, we have natural log of y is equal to the sine of x plus 2 times the natural log of x. And now what we have created here is a product of two functions. Therefore, to find the derivative, we want to use the product rule. And we're also going to use implicit differentiation a little bit, since we are going to differentiate this side with respect to x. That derivative is 1 over y, but we have to tack on that y prime because we are differentiating with respect to x. That is implicit differentiation. This is going to be equal to, over here on this side, let's call this function here sine of x plus 2. Let's call that f. And let's call the natural log of x rg. That's how I kind of refer this when I'm doing the product rule. So let's take f prime times g plus g prime times f. So f prime, the derivative of sine of x plus 2 is going to be simply cosine of x. Because the derivative of sine of x is cosine of x, the derivative of 2 is 0. So we have cosine of x plus 0, which is just cosine of x. So that's f prime times g, we don't mess with g right now, plus, now we take g prime, the derivative of natural log is 1 over x, and we multiply that by f. We leave f alone now. So I'm just going to erase that multiplication symbol and put this in parentheses. Sine of x plus 2. That is our f. So again, f prime times g plus g prime times f. And now our last step here is to get this y prime by itself. So we're going to multiply both sides by y. Multiplying by y over here cancels these y's out, giving us the y prime by itself. And multiplying all of this stuff by y, again, this will become second nature as well, but when we're multiplying by y, we're really just multiplying by the original piece that we had up here at the beginning. So that's our y piece. I'm going to write that first. So we have x to the sine of x plus 2. And then we're going to multiply that. That's our y. And we're going to multiply it by all this stuff. So I just rearranged this a little bit. I put that x beneath that whole piece. And I mean, sure, if you want to put a time symbol in here, use some parentheses or whatever. And in terms of simplifying, I wouldn't even stress too much about simplifying it. You can't make this look really any better than what it already does. And plus, what's the application to this in the real world? Not much, really. You're just exercising your ability to find derivatives. And using logarithmic differentiation is going to be one of those important tools to put in your toolbox for computing derivatives. And in the second video coming soon, we will look at this one, and we will see that the derivative of this is going to be very different than what we have over here. And that's it for this video. I hope it helped. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel for more videos. Links to our social media are in the description below.